did a good job. Distributed seedlings, and the number of people for the stomach, working only for the stomach, went down 39%. That's why now I decided to start PDM. And the leaders supported us. The leaders supported us, supported me. And the PDM has been doing some good work. Here in Lango, I remember some examples when I was here. That boy is from Okelo. The one is from Okelo. Let us see on the screen what he's doing.
Famukelo, Wangameti, Namasiachi, Yamolata, President Bini, Yawurmacha.
My name is Joel Okelo. I'm the team leader of Achwes Agro Farm, right here in Molata district, Achi Paris. We started this farm way back in 2016 with a family land, which is about 100 acres, but now we have expanded to a team of...
Let him speak and you summarize after.
That we are using for expanding is not strictly coming from this. We are doing construction work, where I generate my money, and 80% of the money that I save from construction, I bring and inject in the farm. Those were about 500. Those were about 500 and 530. And cows we are having about 300. Sheep we are having about 280. So with this much kind of land, we are yet ready to do a lot of agro business. So in beef farming, we are selling live animal. Like for the last 2-3 years, we have been investing so much in expanding the farm. But last year is the year that we experienced a fairly income to the farm. We managed to sell 90 cows, including bulls, which gave us each we are selling at 2.5. That was about 225 million. As you see these goats, these are boer goats, Savannah. Majorly in a year, we sell these goats about 200. A range of 300. Which made us to acquire about 60 million. And if we add the crops department, all this we managed to, after all expenses, we managed to save about 280 million. So we want to thank the president for this.
There you are.
So entian you to farm Okelo Joel Ametiache. Let
me summarize for you. Okelo is not in London. Is not in Europe. Here in Amolatar. And you hear from the cows, and from the goats, and from the crops, and from the crops, that young man is earning 480 million shillings net after removing the cost. Now that is Okero. He's educated. He's an engineer. But not all engineers are jalonyo. Some engineers are also luchan. Because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to do. So our son Okelo is a bright engineer who knows what to do. But there are my people who are not so educated, listen to my, but who have listened to my message. There is an appeal. Let's see what she's doing.
Our name is Apuviki. Residents of Aling Risel, Panya Ward, Amachtown Council. In Lira district. She got the money for PDM in 2023. 970,000 and then 30,000 remaining. She planted maize. She bought maize 15 sackets. 30,000 each sacket. She used it, actually she planted it in 3 acres of land. Preparing the garden cost her 150 for the 3 acres. Weeding cost her 50,000. Then spring cost her 40,000. Time for harvest came. She used the local, the family members and then she bought lunch for food for the people, for the family, that is, which cost her 20,000. And transporting it from the garden to home cost her 50,000. Then she came and then she removed it from the cup. It gave out 45 sacks. She sold 40 bags. And she got 2,800,000. That was the first season. That is our first plantation. Out of the 2.8, she decided to keep 1 million aside for farming again. She used 1 million for buying ships, 10 of them. Then she used 800,000 for school fees.
So you can hear now. You don't have time to hear the story of appeal. But she did not even have land. She did not even have land. When she got the 1 million PDM, she hired land from other people and planted maize. and harvested it. Harvested 45 bags. Sold 40. She had her chura there. You had what she was saying. Now she has bought sheep. So she's getting from the crop. But now she's also having sheep now. And you can see how smart our people are. Me in my head, I was not remembering sheep. Knows that Apio is good, knows sheep is good business. So I asked her, who buys sheep? She said people from South Sudan like sheep. So you can see Apio is more advanced than the economists in Kampala. So therefore, appealing to all of Ugandans, Chan from your home. Do it by doing something that will bring food on your table, but also money in your pocket. And the government has already given you how to start. This PDM money. 100 million per parish per year. In 5 years, in one parish, that is 500 million in one parish. And in the third year, the ones who got first, give back to the circle. Give back to the circle. The money will never come back to the government. It will remain in your parish. So that other people use it also. So in the third year, the ones who got first will pay back. You got 1 million. You now pay 1,025,000. 125,000. 20,000. So very easy money. You people stop pushing the ones in front. I can see all of you. We don't want to talk here. Don't push it. The ones behind don't push it. The ones behind stay behind. So let's chase poverty out of Uganda. Chase poverty out of Uganda. With the PDM, when they checked, I think it was last year, 67% of the homesteads were in the money economy now. Only 33 were in the for the stomach. Working only for the stomach. So now this is my point at deck. Point and when teach. You hear people talking jobs. There is okulemala. Okulemala is a Bantu word. People when they become disoriented or disabled. There was okulemala in the colonial times. People came to believe working in the government as clerks is the job. This is wrong. You find a farmer, then you say, what is your job? He says, I have no job. You are the one feeding us. Without you, we would die. So, agriculture is job. Fishing is job. So, when you create wealth, you also create jobs. I don't know whether you can see how many jobs he has created. The one I remember who showed us the jobs was Yamkawi from Bunyoro. They said Yamkama.
Member of Parliament of Buganga's West constituency moved to the jobs. We are now at our 4-acre demonstration farm. The land we have here is approximately 4 acres. This is a farm we started 2 years back here, 2.5 years back. And on this farm, we have half acre of pineapple, 6 cows for zero grazing. We have poultry, about 25,000 birds, but only 11,000 are giving us eggs. We have 1 acre of grass. We have piggery. Those are very many. 1 acre and 1 acre of coffee mixed with banana. This is the Africa model farm. I did this activity to teach my voters, lead by example, so that my voters can learn what media the president tells the public. This is an initiative I learned from the president sometime back when he sent me to learn to Kaumu, Sozi. I copied what I copied, this is what I came up with. And you see as we move, this side or that side, this side, that's my 4-acre model farm. The house as well. You don't sleep here, but if I sleep here, the house as well is seated on this 4-acre model farm. When you look at poultry, out of the 25,000 birds, it's only 11,000 giving me eggs. Others soon giving me, and I get 302 trays per day minimum, because 11,000 birds are supposed to give me 366 trays. But because of the feeding method of deep litter, I don't get all the eggs. I get 302 trays per day minimum. When I sell in a month, you can get a net profit of 55 million, because you get 108 million, but you can't get all that. You have to buy feeds, pay workers, pay electricity. The remain is 55 million net pay. When you get the cows per month, these are 6 cows. Each cow minimally gives you 20 liters. So when you get 20, that's only 6. That's 120 liters per day. 120 liters per day. For us, a liter here is 2,000, because we sell each cup at 1,000. So you get 2,000 times 120, you get 24,000 per day. So 24,000 per day. When you multiply, you get about 7.6 million per month. But 7.6 million per month, you cannot save it. You have to get 200 to pay these workers. Sometimes even the drug for spraying. That is zero grazing, you spray for ticks and other things. At the end of the day, you remain with a net profit of 6 million from the cows for zero grazing. So this is our grass. Here, 1 acre of grass. 1 acre is enough. This 1 acre is enough. Feeding our 6 cows. Our 6 cows. And our cows are feeding well. This grass we have. With this grass we have. When you get like they have an acre of pineapple per harvest. You get about 4.5 million and the harvest price, yeah, you will see. Even as now, those which I can harvest from my friend's stock. When you look at the piggery, in a month, I can get about between 150 and 180 piglets. But those I don't sell, I give to my neighbors prayer. When you look at coffee, we normally harvest 12 million. We normally harvest 12 million from 1 acre. Because we're just starting up the first. We had the first harvest when you get about 12 million. But when you get very well, and you have fertilizer, you get between 18 and 24 million. From 1 acre, coffee alone minus banana. And this banana at the end of the month you can get about 1 million, 1.8 million. But I don't sell my banana. I use it for eating. So I simply get my coffee to ensure the other 12 million I'm telling you from this one, which you are getting from this 1 acre. Because we have tested it where you will see. And here, currently, I'm employing 26 people.
Freeze that one. Freeze the other one. Freeze it. The other one. Freeze it. The other one. The workers. The first picture of the workers. Now. You can see.
And television kano mono number jo ametia teach ifama chiel ameneno.
In today's digital economy, businesses depend on uninterrupted connectivity. But what if your business lost access to the IP addresses it relies on? Without ownership, organizations may face unexpected challenges, including reallocation, increased costs, or changes in policy that could impact business operations. At Number Resource Society, we help businesses navigate these challenges by providing education, advocacy, and resources that help them secure their IP assets for the future. Don't leave your digital future to chance. Join NRS today and take steps to protect your business.
Model me puri potiang wen me anaha president Lokia.
And he went and started.
And they wote wo chako.
And you have heard what he's doing.
Da wini winyu gina meno kobo.
The eggs, the cows, the pineapple, the coffee, and also the pigs, but the pigs he give them free to use. But from the eggs alone, he gets 55 million shillings net per month.
And 1 million per beach,
That's more than 600 million in a year. Not in Europe, not in China, getting 600 million shillings net. In his case, I wanted to show you the job of the workers. Back that picture of the workers. The picture, the one I told you, the picture, the one I told you to freeze. This boy has now created jobs for 26 other Ugandans. So you cannot talk of jobs, many jobs creation, without wealth creation. These are jobs from agriculture. Let us see jobs from factories. factories, now you can see all those workers. In just one factory. We have just started bringing these factories to Uganda. We started coming when NRM brought stability. We now have 50,000 factories. But I hear they're employing 1.2 million people. If you put together all the government jobs, there are 480,000. So the factories are already employing many more people than all the government jobs. So therefore, all the Ugandans need to know that jobs come from wealth. Wealth can be in agriculture, can be in manufacturing, can be in services like hotels and so this is our first point. Point a beach. Our services. Like health. Yotcom. Like security. Like education. Transport. Those are services. Now, the NRM built health centers all over the country.
Now, government NRM sub-counties what do show.
They can give you the number of the health center cities.
Number health center deck amount you get gomola papa.
So what I'm persuading our NRM leaders and all of you to do is that we have already done a lot of work. But in the coming term, I want us to be very strict and really help the people. Our poor people. With health, immunization is doing very well. That's why you no longer have polio and so on. But the curative side is not doing so well. You hear that the health workers are stealing drugs. Are stealing drugs. We must stop this. So we must stop this. All of us. Because these health centers are not in Congo, they are not in Sudan, they are here. And we have got government structures everywhere. We have got the government, but also the wananchi representatives like the LCs. So wherever you are, stop drugs. This theft of drugs. I will set up my own spy network. In addition to whatever is there, to catch those who steal government drugs. As we are catching the ones who are stealing the PDM money. But you, the people, also should do your part. On the issue of education, I want you to see the damage which is done school charges in government schools. Let us see where the skilling hubs, where the young people are giving testimony. Let us see the one. Let us see the one of Lango. The one of Lango. You can see yourselves on the TV. You can see yourselves on the TV.
Your Excellency, Yoweri Kaguta Museveni of the Republic of Uganda. My name is Mugabo Rachel. Omar Ongari Mukozo. Amama Lama Gabo Rachel Kahocha. Eyo Mambara Kahocha. Evile GI. Niwaruhu. Orambara ni Kahocha. Ngata na sahanu. Nadia juice processor. Getting a juice processor. Nadia is in the routine.
That is Murubujo. Get the one of Lango. You go and get them for tomorrow. You go and get them for tomorrow then. Okay, let's share this one. Okay, let's share this one.
Sahanu, Nadia juice processor. Getting a juice processor. Nadia is in the routine. So, when I sang I will leave a regular juice. If I pay to Sigawa, I will be back at the root to go around. You said you would take so, program.
No, these are young people. That's the one of Lango for
ametunyutiwa program ameka mento chao amepuli wa yai kante punyerelera.
This one who was speaking is from Kasese.
Mana tia loka yai Kasese twal.
But they all have the same testimony.
Eto kinlongo tu loho kini loka chel miu kini chadena chel.
Their lives had been ruined.
Wogi unu bale dunga tek kwere.
They had left school. They have left school. Why? Because of the school charges. So when I started the skilling hubs, they came to study free. Now you see the products they are making. Let's see the products they are making. Very good products and skills. Shoemaking, shoes, making shoes, metal work,
welding, carpentry,
building. All just in 6 months. All just in 6 months. And I teach them free. But you hear their testimonies. Their lives had come to an end. So I want to appeal to the NRM fraternity. In the next government, just get rid of school charges in government schools. They have been talking about shortage of teachers. We shall increase the teachers by 50,000. So that there is no shortage of teachers. And there is no reason for charging money from that's why we should emphasize day schools. One primary school per parish, one secondary school per sub-county. So that the children study and go home. And the reason for this is to concentrate on education costs. Classrooms, laboratories, library, teacher's house, sports ground. This is what you need to teach. I landed at a school where I landed with the helicopter. And I was joking with the children there. The boarding schools have additional costs. Which have nothing to do with education. You have Nino, you have Nino sleep, you have Nino sleep, where to sleep. You can sleep at home. You come and study. You have jam. You have jam. You can jam at home. And you come to study. There are so many courses which have nothing, which are not educational, but other things. So therefore, this is discuss
and one thing about dairy, yeah, when you just know what you're doing, right, trust me, you're good to go, right? Less money, simple and straightforward. Apparently, I think we have like few female traders, like where I'm coming from in Nigeria to be specific, right? So I want them to see this as a motivation, to see this and understand that it's very, very, very possible with
if you produce all those things we are talking about. Where will you sell them? That's why the NRM is always against tribalism. When they actually produce simsim, or the Lango is produce sunflower. The market in Lango is not enough. The Kampala market. You need the Kampala market. So that's why we say, love Uganda. Why? Why? Because you need it. Because you need it for your own welfare, for your own prosperity. Love East Africa. Why? You need East Africa as a market. You had appeal teaching me economics that the sheep she's rearing are bought by South Sudanese. So all of these political actors moving around, politics is about what? NRM says politics is about prosperity and security. And that's why we say love Uganda, patriotism, love Uganda. Pan-Africanism, love Africa. Why? Because you need them for your prosperity. The final word is strategic security. You need to think not just about Uganda, but about East Africa. People here in the north know that if South Sudan is not stable, even they disturb us here. So the work of the NRM in the last 40 years has been around these 7 points. And that's why Uganda has been stable. And if we do what I've recommended, there is one Indian who told me that Uganda is the land of the 3 P's. Peaceful, pleasant, and profitable. This is what an Indian told me. Now coming to some issues here. I'm glad you liked my idea. The 5 cows per homestead. Instead of the other chaotic and method of cattle compensation which we so thank you for supporting it. I've already instructed the government to plan how to implement it. Because of other demands, we may not be able to do it in 1 year. We shall do it, but more we shall do it. Now, the Banya of Dokolo, Namasari Road, Moratar, Namasari Road. I know that Banya. And the one of Ochero to here. The fisheries. Now, the fisheries. There have been some struggle between the fisheries unit and some of our local people. And the other member of UPC was injured one time in that struggle.
Member of Parliament, Honorable Bitek.
He's a good friend of mine. These days he's a good friend of mine. So for me, fisheries. The fisheries of the lake. We need the fisheries of the lake. And also we need to do a lot of fish farming. You are now misusing our wetlands. When I was coming here, I saw you putting rice in the That's improper. That is misusing. Let me show you what I'm doing in Palisa. Limoto.
amanya gange nze kusooka madiido nga nze omubaka wa president mu kitundu kino. President bwe yansindika wano 2020 nasanga nga project eno eweddewo. Tasiki yange yasooka nengamba president ayogera nnyo ku project eno naye ekiri wansi tekiriwo. Najjano ng'awona omuceere waliwo omuceere twatulanga abakulembeze netugamba tulina okukyusa ekifo kino. Ekifo kino ekigendero kyakyo nti kitudde ku eka emu. Bwenatula n'abalimi ne bagamba baali bajjamu ensawo 6 ez'omuceere. Ensawo 6 ez'omuceere mitwalo nga 21 nga wesanga nga eri emiliyoni 1.3.
Mwere nyiwe nyanza nali ebiseera ebyasinga obungi nali ndi mulimu wa muceere oluusa naye ng'ebiseera kyemawo omuligo nga nimba omuceere kyali kiseera nga kiwanvu era nga bamaani agenkozesa omwigo gaali maani nga mangi nga ntwale abaana bange tufuduukire omwo n'omwami wange nga ntwala tufuduukire omumere omwo naye nga tukozesa maani mangi n'obulamu bwona nga tumalira omwigo omwo naye nga
what those people are saying.
What
those people are saying.
Gina John Tia Kobo.
They are saying that growing that rice. They were growing that rice in the soil. But they were getting very little from the rice. From an acre of swamp, they would get 6 bags. And the total will be like 1.3 million. But when I made fish ponds for them on the periphery, of the swamp, on the periphery of the swamp, not in the center of the swamp. They are earning now more than 70 million. Here in Lango, I think I have a fish pond there.
Yes, there is a fish pond. Yes, there is a fish pond that the ministry is helping in Amolatar.
So, you would earn much more fish pond from this fish pond than from this rice.
So, entia kobne inuchenta duong ibechi piturech loyo puro kao mechobe pur chere.
Both for providing food, and also economics. I'm raising money to do farming in Lango, a lot of fish farming in Lango, Sonteso, in Busoga, in Lukedi. Individuals cannot do it well. It needs a bit more money because it needs a bit more money to make the fish pond. So it will be the government to do the fish pond. We shall Therefore, that issue, deal with that issue. When I get time, I will call the MPs from I want to find out how that can be done. As we wait for the big fish project, how can the indigenous people do the fishing without damaging the fish? So I will call all the MPs of Amolatar, maybe Busoga, a little bit of Teso, and some from Lekedwa so that I don't kutomera, I don't put something, Now for the technical school. Which was proposed by the chairman. That's our plan. Build the technical school per district. The government technical school. So if Amolatar does not have a technical school already, then we shall build it. Name it after the elder you mentioned. On the circles, we're going to start a circle for the fishermen. because fishing requires more money
than PDM.
So we shall separate
The one you government you gente
the fishing community. Now finally for the borders. We are already starting circles, supporting those circles.
We want to do supporting border.
But now because of the elections, the law does not allow me to donate money now. So let's wait, let's finish this work. And then we shall deal with the circle.
Thank you, Your Excellency. Thank you very much for your message to our people. We have two activities for you to undertake as you are in Lango. Know very well that we are very good hunters. When you go to hunt, you have some equipment that you use. So the Lango elders have organized a spear and a shield to be given to you. So that you go and conquer Uganda. Our elders are right there. The second activity is for you to hand over the flag, the NRM flag bearers, member of Parliament, Kyoga North, member of Parliament, Kyoga constituency, LC5 and woman member of Parliament. Your Excellency. Thank you and thank you very much.
Aduong lobro mi bendera Ojo umasha wagmena remo mi ugigen bema ko bedera mena remeno jamino pero Felix adubo wet Victoria County Bobti wa pro aduong lobro mi bendera man next Poyo dunglo matek Tiro yengo bendera me dunglo mieko Kyoga County, Beara NRM. Next Subero. Kodo. Peter, Kyoga North. Aduomi Kodo Peter. Bendera ko Echungi Parliament. NRM Kyoga Tumalu. Opoyo Dungo Memi Kodo Bendera. Uchomu Joni Toko. Neno Felix Dugimere Malo. Next Subero. Auna James Pichiaman LCB.
When your fridge turns more heads than you do, you know it's beautiful. The new LG InstaView Water Freezer. Slick, stylish, impossible to ignore.
Agnes, our team, one member of Parliament. Beara NRM. Opoyo Matek. Next. I'll be last activity will be the elders giving the seal. Kutmela bora duonglobo. Elda William Uchien, Aduo Uchien, Kakawangjo Tegilao, Geremad Moru Gwok, Tida Bimi Yadungla. President William Lao